with big shelves of ice. But now the wind and the warm temperatures have broken it away, and the waves are eroding it rapidly. And it's a good place to talk about freedom of speech and the changing times. During peacetime, when everything is calm in our country and in the world, there is more acceptance of freedom of speech. It's like the ice that forms over this whole harbor. There's sometimes it's a shelf of ice that goes way out, and people might feel more secure. It still can be dangerous, but they feel more secure treading out on ice. And that's like free speech during times of peace. People can express more controversial ideas, and the public is more accepting of it. The judges are more accepting of it, and the government is more accepting of it. But during stormy times, people, the ice on which they tread, they start treading on thin ice when they start speaking controversial ideas. Instead, people want national security, they want protection, and ice goes away. During tumultuous and stormy times, such as wartime or other times of crisis, people want protection more than they want to go out and explore for free ideas. So here I am in Marquette's lower harbor behind the break wall, and we can see that the waves, the water's a lot calmer here. So out on the big lake, people can go and explore for ideas, they can find the truth, they can talk about controversial things. But during stormy times, they want this protection. It's always this contrast, this conflict between national security and freedom of speech. And there has been a trend over time where we've gone from dangerous tendencies, where people can speak up until it could possibly lead to some kind of harm to people. Then that was narrowed down to, well, we should allow more speech, but only restricted if there's clear and present danger. And then over time, that's been restricted even more, or I should say, the laws have been restricted, not the speech, has been restricted even more to just incitement. Do we think, it's a matter of degree and proximity. Do we think there's actually going to be real harm, and it's immediately going to be caused by this kind of speech? Is the harm going to be imminent? And so what we see is more and more freedom has been given to speech. The laws have been more tailored more narrowly to restrict less and less speech over time. But yet there is that instability, there's that fluctuation that when the climate changes, there is more weight given to national security, and for good reason. There are things, as Justice Holmes said in 1919 in Schenck versus the United States, he said, when a nation is at war, many things that might be said in times of peace are such a hindrance to its effort that their utterance will not be endured so long as men fight, and that no court could regard them as protected by any constitutional right. So there are things you could say in peace that really could cause harm to our national security during times of war. But the danger is that people become too excessive in restricting freedom of speech during war times. That all of a sudden anybody who dissents, who says, hey, maybe we better think twice about what our government is doing, all of a sudden they're labeled as disloyal, and this could even be from neighbors, it could be from the government who say we should put these people in jail. And one example we could think about is the blacklisted Hollywood group, the Trumbo story and the others with that. So, and there's always a danger when you restrict freedom of speech. Will those freedoms ever come back when the times change? So we need to be really careful. You could also say that during times of war, there is more need for critical thinking and critical discussion than ever before. What if we aren't taking the best path? We need the ability to be able to produce counter ideas to say, is this what's best?